Alright, hello everybody. Hi new subscribers, and hi to everyone who it's not upside down. Who has recently subscribed. Today is February 4th of 2026. I did not do a reading yesterday, but let's see what the Spirit want you to know at this time. Please keep in mind, you guys, that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Also, there were 3 people who I emailed back today who were requesting readings. So if you requested a reading and I didn't get back to you yet, I should have by today. There were just a few more left. All right, let's get into this reading. But before we do, almost forgot. Let's get the setting here so we can kind of see what's going on. Make sure that we're guided in the right direction. So the first card out, it says fighting for what you love. And then it says claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. So somebody is fighting for something, or somebody is fighting to claim something. If that makes sense. With the fighting for what you love, this could be somebody fighting to be with you. This could also just be somebody fighting tooth and nail to do something that is desirable to them. Okay, so that's the first card out. Somebody's fighting for something here. The second card out talks about emotional intelligence. So it looks like somebody wants to operate in a more balanced way, if that makes sense. And they want to do this to somehow, it looks like, prove themselves to you, to prove that they are your significant other. This is your life partner, your divine counterpart, something like that here. This is what they want, or at least this is what they're fighting for. Let's shuffle these together. And court. So the courthouse came into reverse, okay? But this is court. We have a judge standing here, and it says legal proceedings, judgment and verdict, justice and fairness. With this coming out in reverse, I feel like somebody is fighting to win something. And I believe that whatever it is, it's some sort of injustice with this card coming out in reverse. It says emotional intelligence. Somebody is inside of a courtroom putting on an entire show right now. And they may be pretending that they care about you inside this courtroom. I care about this person. I love this person. I want the best for this person. Something like that. Or somebody even pretending to be you, but they're acting like they're very caring. That's the energy that I'm getting here. I'm going to put this court card in the upright, but it did come out in the reverse here. Legal proceedings, judgment and verdict, justice and fairness. Somebody is fighting in some sort of court case here, but they're trying to pretend like if they're like, I don't know, what is this? Maybe like empathetic or have empathy for you, something like that here. But I do feel like this person is putting on a show. Okay, I almost want to get one more card just because it's so weird, like. The emotional intelligence, I want to say that card probably tried to come out in the reverse too. So if you guys go back and rewind it, sometimes I put the cards in the upright just so I can identify them. That may have tried to come out in reverse as well. Yeah, because I see a lot of them are actually in reverse here. But let's get one more before we get into it. Yeah. Disappear, decline, die, wither, be forgotten. Somebody may be trying to prove a point to say that you passed away. Okay, or somebody is trying to do something inside a courthouse to make you disappear, right? And that could just be make you disappear in a administrative way, right? So like on paper, unaliving your straw man, for those who know what that is. That may be something some of you guys want to look at. Somebody's fighting for that, and they're putting on a show to do it. Okay. So, looks like some sort of false reporting here is connected to this, but let's get more of what is taking place here. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know at this time about this person putting on this show inside this courthouse? And they're fighting. They're fighting. This could also be too because the courthouse came in reverse with a die, decline, wither, be forgotten. Like something is over. Like this case is dead, if that makes sense. Like they're not going to get what they're fighting for. That could also be a message here. All right, let's see. What do we need to know? Two of Pentacles. Yeah. So this person is off balance right now. So that means that things are not going in this person's favor. This could also be a card of juggling. Somebody may be juggling multiple personalities. Because this emotional intelligence is not really this person. This person could be juggling multiple identities, personalities, things of that nature, just not being able to properly adapt to whatever's taking place in this courthouse. It has someone, I would definitely say, feeling stressed out here, very concerned, and they're fighting, but it's just, they're with the Two of Pentacles coming underneath that card, someone fighting for what they love, they're not balanced. So they're not winning, if that makes sense. This court case is kind of beating this person up, leaving this person feeling like they may need some sort of cane or walker, if that makes sense here. It's like, and this isn't for elderly people, so just throwing that out there, but it's like somebody fighting, if that makes sense, right? Throwing punches, giving it all they got, and then kind of just leaving, if that makes sense, with like a cane or a walker, like someone being beat up. Because right after those two cards, the courthouse came out in reverse here, and then we have disappear, wither, be forgotten. Like, it's kind of a message that I'm getting here, and I'm not picturing someone elderly at all. I'm actually picturing maybe someone potentially like in their late 20s, 30s, could even be 40s, but more so 20s and 30s. But let's look and see what else the Spirit wants us to know at this time. Six of Wands here. So something is public, if that makes sense. There's some sort of information that has surfaced in regards to this case. So with the court coming out in reverse, somebody may have requested to have something indexed, right? Which is kind of like if you search for something in the public portal or court database, whether you search by name, case number, whatever the case may be, nothing is going to come up here, okay? But something is public. This can also represent some sort of victory, if that makes sense. And then we have emotional intelligence. There could be somebody who is involved with this case. It could be a judge, but somebody who's involved with this case who's saying, something isn't right with this situation, or I need to see this person. I understand what you're saying on this person's behalf, but I would like to see this person. Let me see how this person really communicates, how they handle themselves, if they're really on drugs or whatever the case may be. There could also be something about this person saying that you are incompetent, this person saying that you need help. They could be pretending to be a caregiver to you as well. There's something else that I'm getting here. And then there's like a dual message of you having some sort of victory in a situation because someone has some sort of emotional intelligence behavior, and I don't think it's this person who's fighting, if that makes sense. I feel like it's somebody who holds some sort of title or role in the public with this Six of Wands coming out. Okay, let's keep going here. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, so these court proceedings are definitely going into your favor with the Wheel of Fortune coming out here. Again, this would be, I'm really not getting a lawyer energy, but I am getting a judge energy, not just because I see one here, but it's like intuitively, I feel like that's who's kind of controlling something. So the wheel is turning over into your favor because of whatever is known. This judge may know who you really are. Emotional intelligence, 6 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, if that makes sense here. This Wheel of Fortune could also indicate that this case has to do with the fortune, a fortune that belongs to you. Okay, so we know that that could be estate, inheritance, trust funds, things of that nature here. Spirit could be saying that's what this case is about. All right. Let's see what else do we need to know. I'm also getting to that this person who's off balance, they want some sort of victory and success, and they're trying to get the wheel to turn over into their favor. Here, the moon. Okay, so there's something that is hidden. There's some sort of secrets about this decline, die, wither, be forgotten, this cemetery here. This could be somebody who created some sort of illusions to make it seem like that you passed away, is part of what I'm getting here with this moon card coming out. There's something deceptive here, okay, about and if this isn't about you, then it would be potentially a person who passed away who left something for you that is still hidden, if that makes sense, okay? But it's like certain people know about it, but there's something hidden about someone who passed away. That could be another message as well. This is kind of interesting here. It's almost like a mystery. What else do we need to know? Knight of Swords here with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting that someone took some sort of reckless action to try to steal something for you. It's like something that is yours that has to do with receiving something financially. Somebody ran down to a courthouse to take it. Okay. The reason why I feel like this is almost like 7 of Swords energy, because it's like something that is supposed to go to you, it ends up in the reverse. I also feel like with the courthouse coming out in reverse and then the basically death card coming out afterwards, there's an end to this person receiving something. And clarification behind that, we have a 5 of Swords in reverse. Somebody being completely defeated here. Okay. What is this that wants to come out? 2 of Swords energy. It's like this person may not have been their real self when they showed up. Somebody could have been using, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords wants to come out. Somebody could have been hiding their true identity. They may have went and filed this court case in someone else's name. It's partly what I'm getting here. But let me put this Knight of Swords out and keep going, because whatever they did, they were like in some sort of reckless energy here. This person wasn't thinking. They weren't thinking at all. They just wanted whatever this was, whatever this is, should I say. Because it doesn't look like you've received it yet. Whoever this message resonates with. All right, so now, look at that. 7 of Swords, yes. So there's something publicly known about whatever this person went and did. This is a pretender. Remember I said it could be using somebody else's identity. We have the 7 of Swords here. This is stealing. This could be also using somebody else's. Somebody was not their real self, if that makes sense. There's like mysteries with this moon card. Somebody really put on a show. Remember we said that in the beginning. Somebody went to a courthouse and put on a show. Somebody pulled up with probably a wig on. They may have walked in with a cane or a walker. Somebody young who doesn't even need it. I'm not kidding. Somebody went in there and put on a show. Bottom of the deck, the devil in reverse. I cannot make this up. So and the devil is in reverse now. I wonder if the judge was looking at this person like, is your toupee about to fall off or something? I'm sorry, you guys. It's so hard for me not to picture this stuff when I'm reading on it. Somebody somebody wanted to win at all costs, to do anything to get to get their hands on this man. And also too, with the devil in reverse, that can also indicate like someone being released from something. Do you get what I'm saying? Like whatever this contract or whatever this is that this person was trying to bind themselves to, that's a no. So it looks like there may be some sort of judge in a legal setting who is in the upright, if that makes sense, right? Somebody who you can't just go in there and just get them to just do anything. This person, not this person, but this masculine energy here, whether male or female, this person that's in this judicial position is someone in the upright, which is really good, okay? They represent justice. Yeah, this person is stuck. Two of Swords. And then the main card out that we have is the Hangman, but the Hangman is coming out in reverse. Let's talk about this because, okay, so the Two of Swords can also represent somebody who's not their real self, okay? In some instances, you have a hanged man. In the reverse, and in this deck, you have a hanged woman. Somebody who potentially is a masculine energy showed up in a woman's energy, or vice versa. Somebody who is a woman showed up as a man. Okay, it's like the opposite of whatever this person really is. And this may be something that's hidden. This judge, whoever this is, or the person in this judicial capacity here, they knew, or they knew something was wrong. Oh my gosh. Somebody wanted to win at all costs here, and now this person is stuck. Yeah. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Hangman in reverse. It's like, whoop. Somebody is stuck here. But also somebody may have used not just an identity that wasn't theirs. This may have been the opposite gender who pulled up. This is a pretender, Seven of Swords. This is a pretender, Two of Swords, not their real self. And then Hangman in reverse. It's like the opposite, right? The opposite of whatever, more than likely like biological gender. And this isn't to talk about anyone, you know, who is or may be trans, but this person, they did it specifically for this type of act, right? They probably felt like I'm never going to get caught if I appear as the opposite gender. No one will never know, you know, that this was really me, because they're going to be looking for a woman, or they're going to be looking for a man, something like that here. Yeah, that's what somebody did. This is crazy. If they pulled up as you, they must have had something of yours as well to pretend to be you. So like if you had any missing items from your car or your house or something like that, or like if you threw away anything that you wanted to get rid of, or if you donated something, this person may have showed up with like one of your old jackets or old sandals or old wigs or something like that here. Knight of Pentacles here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yes. Somebody spent a lot of hard work, time, money, energy, dedication to try and be this feminine energy here. And they're not. This is not you. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not necessarily getting that this is an earth sign, though it can be. It can be an earth sign. It can be a masculine earth sign, and they showed up as a feminine earth sign. But I feel like this person was trying to show up as the feminine energy who's really in this abundant energy, the person who's really supposed to be holding this coin, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is more of spirit telling us that this person showed up as being the person who it belongs to. So this is more than likely a masculine who showed up as a woman. Let me say that. This is who they really are. And they appeared as the Queen of Pentacles, but with the coming out in reverse, This is someone who is greedy, someone who will do anything for money, someone who is unstable, and someone who is not this feminine here. Knight of Wands, goodness gracious, reckless energy. Now this person is stuck in their head about whatever action that they took. Now they're having some sort of anxiety. There's some sort of like mental alarm of whatever it is that this person was doing. Somebody that they didn't care. They were breaking whatever rule possible. Somebody just went, look, the Knight of Swords is clarifying the Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Somebody, it's, I'm sorry, you guys. Did somebody pull up in some sort of heels and couldn't walk in the heels? I mean, this is bad. Like when I tell you that this is like a bad actor, this is a bad actor. This is like someone, like they took it too far. It's like they took it, you know how like certain people, like they put on lipstick and it's like you can tell that they don't know how to put it on right. Because it's like there's no liner. It's just all over the place. This person is a bad actor. They're a bad actor. Oh my gosh. If somebody really did this, this is crazy. I mean, when I read on energy, I know it exists, but it's just like, it makes you wonder, you know, like who did this? We have Temperance here with the Queen of Wands here. So something is being healed for a feminine energy here. And something is also being healed with some sort of action that was taken, which makes sense because the Temperance is falling not just over the emotional intelligence, but also this court card, this judge. Somebody making some sort of like executive decision to do something. Okay. What do we have here? Queen of Wands, what wants to come out? The World. Somebody traveling or someone who needs to travel. Somebody may need to travel over a body of water. Yes, because this card wants to come out as well, which is the Six of Swords. A situation being healed overseas or something like that. So wherever it was that this person traveled to, it doesn't look like it's near maybe like where they lay their head at, right? Wherever they domicile, it's somewhere away from that. But there's a situation being healed in regards to that from whatever it is that this person went and did. I'm sorry. This is wild. Two of Wands here with the Magician. Yeah, somebody making a decision here. The Two of Wands is falling underneath this judge and this cemetery energy here. Yeah, somebody making a decision to take some sort of action and heal something. Knight of Wands, Temperance, Two of Wands. Somebody who is a magician, which literally can be a judge, right? That's kind of like similar to like a magistrate and a magician. There's a lot of similarities between the two. If you look into them, they can actually be related. But this is somebody who has all of the skills. This is someone who has the power, has the resources. And it looks like this person is making a decision to correct something here. Somebody's restoring something to some sort of proper order. What else do we have? High Priestess here with the Nine of Wands. High Priestess, somebody could be receiving some sort of messages or information, downloads. But there's something about some sort of secret, something that is hidden that has this person who went and took this action and this Nine of Wands energy. Somebody feeling like they need to defend themselves. Somebody feeling like you are very well protected. But someone else feels guarded because of whatever it is that they did in secret. They may wonder or they may know that this person who holds this position or this title is well aware of what it is that they involve themselves with. That would be crazy if this judge or whoever this is found out that somebody went to pretend that they were you and this person was a completely different gender. That would be wild. But that's the energy that I got. I wonder how often this may happen, like, you know, because I've never seen like in a newspaper or on the news somebody getting caught doing something to this extent. So I wonder if stuff like this exists more often than we think, but we just don't hear about it because maybe these people just don't get caught. You get what I'm saying? Like, who would think like, oh, let's go try to find the opposite gender. That's very rare. I wouldn't even think about that if I wasn't reading on it. So, but okay, let's continue here. Two of Cups here. Ooh, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there was some sort of contract. There was some sort of agreement. There could have been a couple here, two people working together. Now in this deck, this Two of Cups represents two feminine men, if that makes sense. And then we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This literally, and I'm not kidding, it's also falling on the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands in this deck is the same person with two heads, two identities here. This Two of Cups here, these two men that have this feminine energy specifically in this deck is falling right over this Hangman in reverse. A female who's really a male. There's something, and then High Priestess here. Secret information, hidden information. I can't make this up. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in the upright. This is like a very deep betrayal here. Very deep betrayal. Goodness gracious. These people, they thought about something completely different. This may be one of the groups that we read on in the past where it's like they kept running into dead ends, you know, people getting caught telling on each other, and they came, this may have been like their next plot. And it looks like they actually went and acted it out, but something is being corrected. Because I see a situation being healed, I also feel that something may have actually went through originally and now it's being fixed. I do feel that. Wow. Three of Pentacles in reverse. A group of people, a team of people who are no longer working together. Because whoever this person is that holds some sort of title, they've made some sort of judgment call here. Bottom of the deck, a King of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who is reckless. This could definitely, so the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands are very similar, but the King of Wands in reverse, that's like, not only is it like very aggressive and dangerous energy, but this is somebody who can be in some sort of romantic energy, who's willing to do, you know, like they don't have any rules, if that makes sense. So it literally could have been, it looks like in this reading, could have been two masculine energies who got together, who made the decision. One was going to dress up and be you. Somehow this person or these people know you. Okay, there's something like that here. And looks like one of them went and got geared up. But the way it's coming through here, I don't know. It could have been wigs falling off, beards being exposed. It's like there's something here where it was just like, no. Okay, there's something like that here. This could have been one of the things that took place that somebody gave a tip on, and that's what led them to make this change. Harmony's call: embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. Yes, excuse me. I feel like I burped at the same time. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Yes. Keep an open mind as answers reveal. Yes. So there's something here about you. If you haven't pursued justice, this may be something that is going to take place. But keeping an open mind, I feel like, is very important here. Because I feel like this is something very unorthodox. This is something that is uncommon, what we just read on here. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this keep an open mind as answers unveil. So it's like you have to kind of think outside the box with this reading. What else do we have here? Vortex of creativity. Spiral into your creative vortex, unleashing imaginative power to manifest your dreams into reality here. So this talks about spirit giving you some sort of encouragement here to manifest whatever it is that you want. But this also talks about people who are very creative. Okay, so very open-minded, and very creative here. And I have to give it to this person. I'm happy that they got caught, and I'm happy that the divine is stepping in. I'm happy that we have somebody in law enforcement who's in the upright. I'm still going to give it to them. I would not have seen nothing like this coming. I don't know. I just wouldn't have thought about this. So they were definitely very creative here. Very creative here. But there's a reason why Spirit is bringing this to the forefront. So that way people will start probably thinking more, in this way of other possibilities of what people may be involved with. Unicorn symbolizes purity, divine grace, and the pursuit of higher ideals. Dreaming of a unicorn suggests a connection with your sacred idealistic self. It represents your quest for beauty, truth, and spiritual aspirations. The unicorn encourages you to stay in your highest vision despite the challenges of reality. So Spirit is saying, even though, this is basically another challenge or, another obstacle that was placed in your way, Spirit is giving you confirmation that it's already being taken care of, if that makes sense. But it doesn't mean, at some point you may have to speak about how this wasn't you. And if you find out who this person is, or if this person knows you, you may have to speak about that as well. Okay. So let me just do something really quickly. I just have to, where was it? This hangman here, this hangman in reverse. Whoops. Sorry, you guys. Just a couple. I just want to see a little more information. This person is hiding. Come on out. We have waiting here. So there could have been something that they did that has to do with some sort. We already seen binding contracts, so that would make sense here. We also have 3 people here. Did somebody get married to their significant other and one person dressed up as a woman with your identity? That could also be something here. Or it could just be Spirit signifying the background here, which is basically a courthouse, right? Look, falseness. There's something fake about this. Fake about this person's identity. Yeah, it looks like somebody got married to somebody. Scholar. Is this lover that wants to come out? Yes. Yep, to receive some sort of gift. And what's crazy, you guys? You know what's crazy with this one? So in this deck here, let me look. This is somebody who has some sort of title. Went and put on, in this specific deck, this lover here. Remember how we talked about the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands? It's like 2 people that got together. They're wearing heels. I can't make this up. And this may actually be someone who you were romantically involved with as well in the past. That's a dual message I'm getting here. But this man has on heels. I can't make this up. Somebody showed up false, pretending to be some sort of scholar, which also is this person pretending to be emotionally intelligent. Somebody put on the biggest act inside of a courtroom. All right, you guys, stay tuned for more.